Hello students, today I am going to teach you the story A Gorilla in the Guest Room written by Gerald Durrell. Durrell was a British naturalist, zookeeper, conservationist, author and television presenter. The setting of the story is in Jersey, a state in the USA, where the author's world famous sanctuary Durrell's Wildlife Park shelters the rare but most endangered species. The gorillas, being on the top priority list of the author, are brought from Africa and put in his zoo. The story is set in the zoo in the adjoining area of which is the author's residence. It is that the baby gorilla named Npongo is kept until he is old enough to be shifted to the zoo. The scene is set in the guest room first, where Npongo, the baby gorilla, grows up. He endears himself so much to all members of the author's family that he is kept for some months in the guest room itself. Later, he is shifted to the zoo, where the remaining part of the story is narrated by the author himself. Only for a brief period does the locate shift when the author goes to receive the baby gorilla from the animal dealer. So you will see the author's love and affection for the wildlife, his concern for preserving the rare and threatened species, and his understanding of the needs and urge of the animals. The author, who wanted his wildlife park to replace the commoner animals with the rare and most endangered species of animals, at once decided to bring a baby gorilla to his park as soon as he received the telephone call from an average animal dealer. The gorilla had been high on his list of priorities, but when the dealer told him that he wanted 1200 pounds for the baby gorilla, he felt discouraged because he was not able to pay such amount. Though determined to procure this baby gorilla, the first difficulty he encountered came from his wife, who was not in favor of spending the huge sum on gorilla. She reminded him that he had already incurred huge debts in bringing rare animals, because the author before also he had many other animal species in his park, so he already had spent much amount of money and also for their maintenance in the zoo. All the same, his mother supported the idea and was enthusiastic about it. When his wife asked him how he was going to arrange the money, he thought of his bank manager. He also thought that he would ask the public to donate liberally for the noble cause of conserving rare animals. Ignoring his wife's advice and antisocial attitude, he rang up Hope and asked him to furnish him a list of richest people on the island. Means anyhow, he just wanted to bring the baby gorilla. So he was trying to arrange money. That was the first obstacle in his path. But since he was too much concerned for the preservation of wildlife, so he was arranging money to buy the baby gorilla. Hope was bewildered at this request. He could not support the author's idea that the rich should help him in buying the gorilla. All the same, he agreed to supply him the list, saying the idea was worth trying. But that is that he wanted just to try it, if in case if it happens, if the people agree to give him. In about half an hour, Hope dictated and the author's list of 50 rich people who could be contacted for the purpose. For what purpose? Means if they are ready to give some amount. Taking a deep breath, the author started contacting the probable and prospective benefactors. The first person the author contacted was Mrs. McGurgle. He got a positive response from her. Thus, he kept on contacting one person after another, and by lunchtime he could collect 200 pounds. He felt that the remaining 1000 pounds would also come soon. The next person, Major Domo, he contacted, solved all his problems. On learning that the author needed the remaining balance of 1000 pounds, Major Domo said, "You would better come along this afternoon and I'll find you the balance." The other expressed his gratitude. He felt that the baby gorilla was being handed over to him on a platter. That means by afternoon he could arrange $12,000 to buy the baby gorilla. It was a big relief and satisfaction to him that his project was going to see the light of the day. So the entire zoo staff became too excited at the prospect of getting a baby gorilla. The baby gorilla Npongo was the name given to the baby gorilla. Npongo walked into the other's life. The other kept him for some time in the guest room. Means the gorilla was kept in the guest room of the other. Therefore, the title of the story also given, A Gorilla in the Guest Room. The author's concern, his sympathetic attitude towards gorilla. So finally, setting aside all objections of his wife, the author gets a baby gorilla from an animal dealer and keeps him in his own guest room until he is sent to the zoo. Now the remaining the explanation of the story will be in the second part of this video.